Please adhere to YouTube's selected guidelines before viewing the content of this video. I do not encourage or condone any products, actions, or behaviors shown in this video. All videos are produced in a safe, professional, and controlled environment. Please do not attempt to replicate any actions performed during the video. All actions are performed by professionals.
Alright, so I just ran by the grocery store that is closest to where I'm staying in Okinawa, and I just found something that I've never found before. I found gluten-free spicy Pollock Roe Onigiri. Now, I'm gluten-free, I'm dairy-free, and all of the spicy Pollock Roe Onigiri available at 7-Eleven or Lawson's or Family Mart is not gluten-free, so I've never had the chance to try it before. And I personally feel like I've been missing out. And so as such, when I saw that it was gluten-free, I had to pick it up, and I had to buy it. And so as such, that's exactly what I did. And I'm currently heading back to my Airbnb to put my groceries away and to eat a little bit of some spicy Pollock Roe Onigiri for the very first time. Will I prefer it over the salmon onigiri that I have grown accustomed to? Or will I end up liking it more or less? I'm a little bit tired. It's currently 9:50 at night, I will acknowledge, so I'm getting my words a little bit jumbled up, but I'm looking forward to finding out just how it is, I will admit. We are back to the Airbnb, and I'm gonna go to the bathroom in a moment. Here's the onigiri right here. Let's go ahead and grab a little bit of a thumbnail, you know what I'm saying? You know, might as well. Boom, 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 boom. Big ball of moves, you know what I'm saying? Big ball of moves. I'm gonna go ahead and set up my tripod in front of the casting couch. That's what this looks like. This is the couch at my Airbnb, and you know, what can I say? I'm gonna go take a piss real quick, and then after that, I'm gonna go ahead and try the spicy Pollock Roe Onigiri. I'm gonna try spicy Pollock Roe Onigiri for the very first time, and I'm gonna let y'all know just how it is, what it's like, and what I think of it. Pollock Roe, I believe, is a type of fish. I think, isn't it? Hey Siri, what is spicy Pollock Roe? Oh, cod. So it's spicy cod. Alright. I gotta go take a piss though. So I'm gonna be back, and then after that we're gonna go try those onigiri because I want to try them. I'm hungry, and I'm gonna grab me an Aquarius too because I need something to drink. I'll be back. Not gonna lie, y'all, my piss is pretty nice, but I'm gonna go and wash my hands real quick because you know, gotta do it too. Gotta keep my hands like clean. Now that I've taken a piss. Now that I've taken my wallet out of my pocket, locked my door, washed my hands, and now that I've grabbed my spicy Pollock Roe Onigiri from, honestly, I don't remember the name of the grocery store, but from a grocery store in Okinawa. Now that I've done all that, I'm going to go grab a bowl so I don't spill seaweed flakes everywhere, and I'm going to go grab something to drink as well, because I'm thinking I'm going to need a beverage to wash everything down with. My bowl, I got my Aquarius. I'm gonna go ahead, crack it open. Alright, so these are hand-rolled rice balls with spicy cod roe. Name onigiri. Ingredients: salted rice made with domestically produced rice based. Spicy cod roe. Seaweed from Korea. Seasoning, amino acids, etc., thickeners, modified starch, thickening polysaccharides, pH adjusters, colorants, vegetable pigments, spice extracts, antioxidants, enzymes, and then it says contains soybeans. Usually I'd be a little bit scared because it contains a thickener. Sometimes a thickener is wheat, malt, barley, rye, stuff like that. However, if the thickener was one of those, it would say so on the contains etc. Or contains X portion, and it doesn't. So I'm pretty confident I can eat this. And apparently this is actually made in Okinawa as well. Going to be not only my first time eating spicy Pollock Roe Onigiri from Japan, but also going to be my first ever time eating grocery store Okinawan onigiri as well. No complaints on my behalf. Before I go ahead and crack both of these open, let's grab a little bit of a thumbnail real quick, you know what I'm saying? You know, I gotta have that pimp thumbnail, you know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Y'all know I gotta have the dripped out thumbnail. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Just fell onto the floor. Oh, let's go and get the first one opened up. Just gonna open it above the bowl that's in front of me. So far, positive. Some grocery store onigiri comes out a little bit stale, in my personal opinion, where the seaweed itself kind of starts flaking and just breaking off all the time and just going everywhere. This seaweed, on the other hand, very nice, very not stale. The rice as well has a nice bit of moisture to it, not stale by any means. Smell-wise, definitely smells a little bit different than the salmon onigiri I'm used to. Like, I'm getting rice, I'm getting sea salt, I'm getting seaweed, but also a little bit of spice and a little bit of a different fishy smell as well. I can definitely tell this is not a salmon onigiri. Overall, though, seems to be a quality onigiri, I will acknowledge, and definitely better quality than some onigiris I've gotten from the grocery store before. Even though grocery store onigiris do tend to be cheaper than like convenience store onigiris in Japan, and it's not always the case. Sometimes they're about the same price, but they do tend to be cheaper. Even though they do tend to be cheaper, honestly, I tend to kind of stay away from them just a little bit, just because overall you tend to get less meat and they tend to be lower quality. But this one doesn't seem to be lower quality, at least. I might get less brunt, I might get less meat, but doesn't seem to be lower quality right off the bat. Well, without further ado, let's go ahead and bite into my first ever spicy Pollock Roe Onigiri, and let's get to eating. I'm hungry. Yo, what the hell, man? Why you beeping like that? Don't scare me, bro. Turn the hell off then. Why you keep turning on and off, you dumbass dryer? I'm hit. So the dry. Shut up. Be quiet. I am verbally abusing the Airbnb's dryer right now. I was like, is that like a doorbell or something like that? But no, it's the dryer making noise. I was like, what the hell is that? I was like, is my neighbor mad I'm talking here? I was like, are the walls that thin? I don't know, maybe they are. I hope not, because it is currently 10:14 at night. That beeping really interrupted my intimate moment with my first ever spicy Pollock Roe Onigiri, though I will acknowledge. Really not cool, frankly put, really not cool. And that dryer is going to be getting an ass whooping later. Let me tell you what, I'm going to put some rocks in that dryer. It's not going to come out feeling well. I'm just joking. That's a joke. I wouldn't do that. It's not my dryer. It's my Airbnb's dryer. And I would never damage anything in an Airbnb, because then I'd have to pay for it, and I don't feel like paying for it. But yeah, no, I'm going to go ahead and take a bite of my first ever spicy Pollock Roe Onigiri, and I'm going to find out how it is. Let's take a bite. And overall, y'all hear that? I can't tell if that was somebody putting a key or trying to put a key into my lock, into my door's lock, or if that was their door's lock. Overall, this is what the inside of the onigiri looks like, though. And it's definitely a different texture than I'm used to. It's more just like a mash. Shut up. Be quiet. Ho, shut up. I don't want to hear about your drama. Go back to your shift. Go back to your shift at the strip club, damn it. Huh? It's definitely a very different texture than the salmon that I'm used to. Like, this is more just a paste in rice than actual fish in rice. Like, I was thinking spicy Pollock Roe. It's going to actually be like fish and rice. Pollock is a fish. I was like, wow, this is going to be great for some protein at 10 o'clock at night. Plus, I'm going to get some carbs. It's going to fill me right up. No, this is more like just sauce in rice, which is interesting and is not what I was expecting. I mean, like, it's not bad. In fact, it's quite good. I actually like this. There's a nice bit of spice to it. And overall, flavor-wise, it's very fishy, spicy, chili-like. It's not overwhelmingly spicy. It's still a Japanese onigiri. Spice does not really appeal to the Japanese palate, from what I've heard. But it's just different than I was expecting. It's more of a paste rather than actually having fish on the inside. It's all red. Like that. And overall pretty solid. Yeah, overall good. Overall quite good. Wow. No, seriously. Yeah, not quite good. Different than I was expecting. I was really expecting there to actually be fish inside the onigiri, but there's not. Like, the front of this is like, oh yeah, we've got a slab of fish, and then there's no fish on the inside. Like, all the salmon onigiri I've eaten, it's either like, okay, it's just like shredded, it's like shredded salmon, flakes of salmon, or just like some like actual like amount of actually consumable salmon that gives you like protein. I was sitting in my Airbnb for an hour and a half earlier after I got off my flight, because of my first day in Okinawa. And the damn dryer didn't make a single goddamn noise. Would you shut up? You clanker. Shut up. I don't care if you're integrated with Amazon Alexa. Shut up, clanker. Y'all hear this? It's talking back to me. I genuinely don't know what the deal is. Like, will you shut up? Be quiet. Genuinely, I might just pull. If it keeps beeping, I'm genuinely just gonna pull the cable. I will kill that dryer. If it beeps one more time, I'm pulling the damn cable. I don't care. Let's go and eat the second spicy Pollock Roe onigiri that I have. Yeah. I would say that spice is in there. Saltiness. Yeah, I would say it's like a fishy, spicy, chili taste with sea salt, seaweed, and then just a very mild sort of taste from the rice as well. Are you joking? It actually... It literally... Stop. Turn off. think this goes. Nope. Was that the... I unplugged it. The light's still... Okay, now it's off. I swear to God, if this beeps when it's unplugged, we are going to have a serious issue. I don't know what the deal is with that. I genuinely don't know. I was like, okay, it's the washer. I thought it was the washer at first. And I was like, well, I wash my hands and I use like warm water for it. So maybe it's like turning on because it's like, oh, there's warm water. Like you want to run the washer. It's like that like kind of makes sense, but like not really. That's kind of a bad design. That's a really bad design, but I can totally see some company doing it. But like a dryer uses no water to begin with. Like why would it react to that? But it's the dryer. Why? What the hell, bruh? I had to unplug it. And then it wanted to stay on anyway. It's a dryer. It's not supposed to have a damn battery. It's like Amazon Alexa. I don't want Amazon Alexa to have a damn battery. My phone's already spying on me enough. This camera's already spying on me enough. Everything in this room, my AC unit, the TV, the microwave, the refrigerator are spying on me enough. I don't need Amazon Alexa to do the same. The least I can say is that only my phone is actually spying on me for the U.S. government. Everything else in this room, besides my camera, is spying on me for the Japanese government, and then this camera is spying on me for the Chinese government. So that's good. But, overall, this is pretty solid. I'd say, not as good as the salmon onigiri, personally. Like, overall, I prefer... Like, I'd have to say probably my favorite onigiri of all time in Japan. Probably the red salmon and salt from 7-Eleven. Then after that, I'm going to have to say just the plain salmon from Lawson's, then the salmon flakes from, just the plain salmon from Family Mart, or is it Lawson's? Okay, so number one onigiri for me is like red salmon and salt, 7-Eleven. Then just normal salmon from Lawson's, then salmon flakes from Family Mart, then grilled salmon from 7-Eleven, then probably just salmon from some grocery store I've been to before. I can't remember the name of it though. And then probably this. So this is like solid number like 5 or 6 on my list. Like, it's top 10. Not that I've really tried a lot of different onigiri in all honesty, so this is, that's almost my complete list. What I'm trying to say though is that I've definitely had worse onigiri before. Like the moisture level of this one is perfect. And really my only complaint about it is that I thought I was actually going to be getting fish on the inside, and instead I got like fish paste. But like, hey, it is what it is. It still tasted good. Frankly, but I'd buy it again. I would. I don't think I'd buy only it again. I'd want to buy it in conjunction with some protein. But glad I was able to try some spicy Pollock Roe Onigiri for the first time today. No complaints on my behalf. Just washing down the spicy Pollock Roe, some Aquarius, you know what I'm saying, big ball move. But, I think that was about all I had to say for this video today. There's 1 or 2 more things I do want to say though, such as the rating for the spicy Pollock Roe Onigiri from the grocery store I can't remember the name of. Rating wise, I'd just give it a flat 3 out of 4, honestly. For me, like the red salmon and salt Onigiri from 7-Eleven is like a 4 out of 4. And then everything else is like a high 3 out of 4. And then we have this, which is just like a 3 out of 4. Well, actually, no, the grilled salmon from 7-Eleven is like a low 3 out of 4. Like, I'll eat it, but like, yeah. But like, this is like just like a low 3 out of 4 to like just a flat 3 out of 4, I'd say. Overall, like a 3 to 3.2, 3.3 out of 4 for the spicy Pollock Roe onigiri I ate for the first time today. Certainly not bad. Definitely something I'd eat again. But I do think there are things I'd much rather have other than it. It's something that honestly I think is best paired with other onigiri that have a little bit more substance. This it really didn't have a lot of substance. It was really just rice with spicy paste in it. It tasted good. It tasted honestly quite nice, but it just did nothing to me, and I'm still hungry. But yeah, no, this was a really interesting experience. Glad I had this experience today, and glad to have tried spicy Pollock Roe Onigiri for the very first time. Hope you guys have enjoyed watching this video. If you guys have enjoyed watching this video, of course, like, subscribe. Check out my Instagram, my book, my merch, my everything. all in the description down below. You know what I'm saying? And to the next one, y'all, stay safe and peace, and have a great one. Yes, sir, you know what I'm saying?